can't see clear through the smoke you created. I feel my feet on the ground and they're shaking. How am I supposed to save the situation? While this love's getting wasted, even though we feel the same. Would you hug me in the dark? Let the worries go away. Would you do it all again? Do it all again? Would you leave your finger marks on my body while it sways? Would you light my way, find my way home again? My home is you. 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 Here we are, where we thought we'd never be. Is there ever a way to be free? Can we turn back time so long, my dear? How are we supposed to save the situation? Would you hug me in the dark? Let the worries go away. Would you do it all again? Do it all again? Would you leave your finger marks on my body while it sways? Would you light my way, find my way home again? My home is you. 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 Don't wanna say goodbye, yeah. Want your skin on my skin. Just one last time. If I can't have you, babe, I don't want nobody else in my life. So darling, please pull me closer. If this is the last time, make it count now, baby. Yeah, darling, please pull me closer.
Hello and welcome to the Sketching Greyhound. Thank you so much for joining us today. You probably have seen it on the thumbnail. We are drawing Sheldon Cooper today. I honestly did not know what to do today, so I decided to draw him because I did another Big Bang Theory video. I was considering making a second episode of that, so why not prepare for that? And on that side, if I look into that direction, has nothing to do with reality, but there are my dogs. And I am it's not focused. Very sorry, I have to somehow fix that. But let's change to the drawing perspective. So I'm smaller anyway, it's not so bad that I am not focused. And again, Anna, I'm sorry that I had to open. I wanted to open for everybody coming on a more fun note, not a sad note. So I'm sorry for that, but I'm so sorry to hear that, and I totally get what's that all hurts. So yeah, you are writing it in the chat. So if you don't want it to be told to anybody else, You should delete the chats though. But all the best to you and your family, and we will definitely have chance to chat about that. Right on Instagram, for example. I will check the Instagram after the stream. Hello, Liana. Welcome to the stream. Don't you worry. Everything is good. We will be joining Sheldon today. And yeah. Exactly. So, I'm actually already pretty happy with my pre-drawing. I'm not sure if you can see it all. Let me see. There you can see it. That's actually also what I mean when I say the light reflection and stuff makes it difficult to see sometimes. You see how this... You can't see it. You can. You can't see it. You can. So... I think he already looks a little bit like Jim Parsons. That's not always the case with the pre-drawings. So... Okay, but... Let's start. And let me activate again the dog cam. Yes, the big one also has a head. It's not in the camera frame at the moment. I'm sorry about that. So let's move it there. You think like a Ken version? Yeah, he is smoother, he doesn't have any blemishes yet. He will draw all them in. I hope. The quality of the picture, which you can see here, is actually not that good. Let me zoom in for a second, let me make it bigger. So this is really not a good resolution. You know. So we have to, we have to check what we can do with it. I'm not even sure how that will end up, but the penny one also wasn't very high quality and it turned out fine. I'm not 100% happy with that one, but still. Okay, so we will, new start. Let's start. The dog cam is it's not an ideal place for the dog cam though, is it? Where to put the dog cam? That's a really big question. I think I can actually put the... Ooh, man. I have no idea why I seem to have two times this camera picture. Let's try it like this. You know, I think that actually makes more sense because I should anyway draw a little bit more in the middle of the picture for the time-lapse later. It's always a little bit to the right because of this layout, and it doesn't make sense for the time-lapse. So. Yeah, I'm not so sure about the circle anyway. It you know, the nature of the circle, it takes away a lot of space and it doesn't really provide any information. So I'm not sure. If I put the circle around that, I would have to make it really tiny, or it would take a lot of screen space. I made it a little bit smaller now. Is it still too big? I think if I make it even smaller, at least for people watching on their smartphone or something, not a bit of an issue. And yes, they are, Anna. Okay, so let's start with this. And let's see where we come out at the other side of the tunnel. You moved them too much. You're waking up. I just fed them before the stream, so they are very much awake still. I think this kind of screen layout makes more sense. Not sure if it will stay like this or if I will have better ideas, but I think it at least makes sense at the moment. Okay, we will start as always with the eyes. Yeah, I really did not know who to draw. As always, Liana knows the problem. I always come running to her when I have no idea what to draw. But the issue is that I now have started to feel bad for asking even, because I never really take her advice. So I didn't want to frustrate you for the 1 millionth time. So I just decided this is already not exactly right. So if there's issues with the sound, let me know. I'm happy that everything worked out with even streaming right now, because I have been toying around a lot with the setup because of a quite complex video that I have made, which I hope I will have ready for tomorrow release. If so, watch out for that. I'm so proud of that one, although it's very silly. Of course you can. Oh no? If it is more of a private thing though, you can ask on Instagram or something. If you don't necessarily want to do it on chat. So this is not right. I am making this very wrong. I think I have to concentrate for a second. You know, so that I don't draw this again and again and again and again. I think here somewhere is that. I think this is more to the point. Something like that. Don't you worry. Don't work too hard. Take time for yourself, because as dark as those feelings are and how much it is not a nice thing to feel, you have to go through those feelings. Believe me, I have gone through that a couple of times now. Very often. So don't run away from that. Feel it. Take your time. And good luck with the work, and see you soon. Yeah, Liana, I really just I was considering all the time, should I write her? Does she have an idea? And then I was just thinking, I probably, if I one more time don't take her advice, she will never talk to me again. No, but I had really a very bad conscience. This is also still not. This eye already looks very strange. It looks like a eye. Very strange. I guess I will have to go for this with this for now to see where we come out, because I'm just correcting one single picture which does not make too much sense. One single area. Just continue. You know, it looks a little bit like a crunched eye, or however you would call it, and he's not really crunching them. You always have ideas, that's true. Not so often I don't feel them in the moment. It is a difficult thing. There are so many people to draw, but I so often am sitting there and thinking, no, you know. For example, I loved the Alanis Morissette idea you had. I probably will do that at some point. But it is a very old movie. You did not answer though, if it was in context of Dogma that you thought of her. I guess it is. So, I really like the song, I have to say. There are really good songs on Epidemic, whatever. Let me say it correctly. I like Epidemic Music? Epidemic Sounds. The guy you're drawing straight. That's true, he is. So it still looks so barren. Call it barren. It's really not very exciting. For non-speaking, yeah, it's really not easy, and that's a very good non-speaking idea. I went with, I don't know, you probably have not seen it. I would guess you have not seen Nanette. That's just a guess. I don't know how much comedy specials you watch on Netflix. But Nanette is really just crazy amazing. And her newer show, which isn't that old I think, Douglas, is just so funny. But it goes very much, you know, it's not exactly how a lot of, you know, the topic we sometimes talk about, where you can have different opinions about. It's really another direction. It is not that. It is not the kind of wokeness that kind of has become a bad word. It's just really extremely powerful, and as a man, I don't think I am in a position to critique it really. So that was pretty perfect. It was actually the first thought I had, but I was considering, can I even do that? And I wasn't sure, so I was thinking about doing something else. but the idea actually came from Nanette and Hannah Gatsby, so in the end I just went for it. Don't have time to watch, but I, especially since you had to teach your kid English, so you can't even watch English things with bad words. Puppy dog pals. Sounds like a lot of fun. Well, Nanette is pretty old actually. I think I'm not sure actually, but it might already been 2 years, at least 1 year. So I don't think that I is correct at all, but I think we have to move on to find out what to do with it. I will draw a little bit above the eye. So we get a little bit of context. You know. And then we will move on to the other eye. So we have a lot of shadow on this side. I've erased so much, then I erase a couple of my helping lights. So I hope I still draw this right. I actually already want to draw in a little bit of the eyebrows though, because they kinda merge with the shadow here. It's all resolution and quality of the pictures. The series did not have the best quality in the first seasons. There was a lot of more money involved after a couple of seasons, so the equivalent got better. That doesn't look as squinty anymore, but this line's not correct. It is not. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if anybody is here that has watched my first video on Big Bang Theory. I am considering to make another one. So if there are any opinions out there, I am eager to hear them. I know that Juliana have not seen the series, but the little one above now, have fun. Good luck I have not been able to stream the last week. Different reasons. The main reason actually the temperature. It was a really hot week, which was cool, which was really cool because the summer wasn't very hot around here. There are parts in the world where it was much too hot. Terrible year. I don't know how anybody can still say climate change isn't real. But that is another discussion. Anyway, it was pretty hot last week, and that means it's very hot in this room. And I already had in the week before a couple of times where the camera just stopped, this one, because of overheating. We had to wait for it to get back on. That is pretty annoying, and I did not want that. Especially as it was much hotter last week than it was in those instances. When the camera already stopped, you know. So I didn't even try. That's strange. I guess the eye situation could become something I will have to fix after the stream. I don't get very far if I stay on that. So let me measure, verify that they have the width is okay. The height could be a little bit more balanced. Thing is, I think it just looks a little bit let's introduce a little bit of this light. It should actually help.
It's time that we put out the fire. With every breath I breathe you out. We just can't take it.
I think I have to power through a little bit of shading, a bit more complexity. I think part of what looks very strange is because it's just on a complete different level of detail than the other eye, and that makes it just look a bit very strange. It's not really white, actually, the white of the eye here. It should normally be just a bit of gray, actually. So I should not color it in, but I somehow have to give it more the look of an eye and get a bit more in parallel to this eye. So I will lie a little bit about that. I hope you forgive me. You see, it already looks a little bit more as if they belong together. Sometimes you have to just power through some areas when you think it really looks bad. Just continue on the track, not question it too much, and just look when you come out on the other side. Might work, might also not work. You never know. So let's draw in the eyebrow. Also already help. Which is also what we've already drawn on the other side. Start to bring it together. Well, we have to go a lot darker on the eyebrows, but that will have to wait. Jim Parsons, at least as Sheldon, has always, in my perception at least, very harsh facial expression. So this looks already pretty harsh, and I think it's not wrong. It looks a bit fake, it looks a bit comic-y, but we have to see what happens with the rest first. So let's start with the nose. Hello Mia Wallace, thank you so much for dropping by, how are you? And thank you for the wow. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about that, to tell the truth yet. I think it looks a little bit comic-y. But Jim Parsons makes very extreme expressions, I think, so it might work out. We just have to continue a little bit and see when we come out. I had to do that already with the eyes, just be a little bit courageous and just see where we come out of it, because they looked very wrong in the beginning and they already look better. Sometimes you just have to power through some of that stuff. How are you today, Mia? Give it still a little bit more shading the nose. I'm quite fast today because honestly the picture has a very bad quality that I'm using, because I grabbed that from the episode and the first season does not have the best quality. So I'm not really happy with the quality of what I'm working with, and I don't have that much details, so I am a little bit faster, which is not necessarily a good thing, but we probably have to go back to a lot of areas and fix them. Hello and welcome back, Anna. Yeah, I'm not sure if the dog cam is the best idea, because greyhounds are just really lazy. They're not that exciting to watch when they are sleeping. They often dream, so they're both fast asleep by now, so they probably will start moving. One of them is bound to start moving pretty soon in their sleep. They are always dreaming. They're always barking in their sleep and stuff like that. Although it's quite a quiet sound. It's not really a loud bark. They don't open the mouth for barking when they are asleep. It's very cute. So we might see that. Thank you very much, Anna. I'm not too sure yet though with the eyes and everything, but I have to draw everything else around a little bit more so we can see more context. You know how it is. Everything can change with a little context. Suddenly it works? Or not? Who is he? Leanna had to go for a second, and I have no idea if somebody else is coming. I don't know. I have to really reconsider the streaming times. Also thinking about if the live streams make sense at all. We'll see. As long as they are fun, why shouldn't I make them, right? You know, sometimes I unfocus my eyes when I'm watching the reference picture to have a more clear picture of the general light and shadowing. For example, for the nose, because it has a very distinct play of light. So you sometimes see that better if you don't focus on the details, and you can defocus your eyes to get a little bit of a better view. The nose looks a little crooked, but it looks a little crooked in the picture, so I'm not yet ready to declare that to be wrong. It doesn't look completely wrong, so I think we should move on to the mouth and then connect those. And then we will see. The eyes look a little bit like a comic. I don't know yet why. Because I need more detail that I have to invent because it's not in the picture. Where is it? If I have any siblings, I think we'll also start doing live again next week. I have siblings. I have a brother and nieces and nephews. One niece and one nephew. Do you have any siblings? Okay, the mouth. Also, what's something interesting when I decided on the picture and tried to find a picture of Jim Parsons of Sheldon in episode 2 that I wanted to draw. Something I noticed, which I was just subconsciously aware before, is that he has a very animated facial expression in the role of Sheldon. He plays kind of... Sheldon is a quite one-dimensional character, but he's using so many different facial expressions that every millisecond that you stop the video, it's a completely different expression. Yeah, your lives are... There are more viewers in your lives, I guess, because of different things, but also because of the content, contests probably. Should make more advertisement though. One day my brother had dropped into Ebola just to disappear in 1 minute. Ah, yeah. I almost forgot, you're right. I remember. So... Don't tell him I forgot. Not gonna lie for result declaration this time. Yeah, but you know, it is what it is. And I think that's fine with everything that's going on. You know, even in such a contest situation, nobody owns you. And nobody can tell you what's the right thing to do. So I think the facial expression is there, but for some reason this becomes one of my most comic-y. I should rebrand this as the try to make a comic book character out of Sheldon. It also kinda is on topic, so it's the music even. Yeah, I think I might actually be a bit quiet, but nobody complains, so I guess it's okay. Do you want to just tell everyone they have forced? Yes, no. I honestly don't think it necessarily belongs in that context. It's your decision. If you want to, you're free to, completely, and it's completely fine and completely understandable. If you don't want to, that is also completely fine. It's a situation that you have to decide on how to best live with it. Nobody can tell you how to do that. It's a very personal thing. And I get what you mean. It's also, if you spring something like that on your viewers, it's also it is a little mean somehow. Or I would... It is not, but I understand how you could feel that way, or consider it that way. I don't think it's unkind, but I would also probably not do it. I don't know. not sure about it. As I said, it has a little bit of a strange overall look still. We will see. I have to shade more to really decide on that. It's a little bit jokery. I don't think that I managed to talk. If you want to write on Instagram or any other app that we both use, I'm completely fine with that. I don't think I manage at the moment a focused talk. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
So this is 27. It doesn't matter what I've been through. I should grow up too, but I still act like I'm 11. I'm not emotionally sound since I left you. And no, I don't like to be the bad guy. I won't be surprised.
So,
Last one now. But I had you where I wanted you. Never
we
had to
have
ask. I'd set the world on fire just to get it back. Don't know how
a
it feels to
mouth
be someone you
and
love,
a little
and
bit
it
of
gets
chin.
me down, down, yeah. I had you where I wanted you. Never had to ask. I'd set the world on fire just to get it back. Don't know how it feels to be someone you love, and it gets me down. I let it slip somehow. I let it slip somehow.
So,
This is 27. Start the music, kill the silence.
don't you worry. This is a live stream, isn't it? So,
Drink 'cause it's effective. Can't seem
I
to
want to
get my
communicate
head
with
around
people.
why I left you. And no, I don't like to be the bad guy. You know I don't lie. I really miss you now.
As I always tell you,
But I had you where I wanted you. Never had to ask. I'd set the world on fire.
we are here to talk.
Back. I don't know how it feels to
And life isn't always
love,
just
and it gets me down.
fun and good times.
Yeah, I had you where I
I
wanted
definitely
you.
know
Had you
that,
by
so
my side. Was all I ever needed, but couldn't realize. I don't know how it feels to be someone you love, and it gets me down. I let it slip somehow. Oh, I let it slip somehow.
I'm not sure about how far to
Just time
go with the darkness also around the mouth. All decisions I still have to take.
pour drink in
Oh, now both are very visible.
'cause I had you where I wanted you.
Now you
Never
see
had
both
to ask.
heads
Set the
off
world
on
on
the
fire just
doggos.
to get it back. Don't know how it feels to be someone you love, and it gets me down, down, down. Yeah, I had you where I wanted you. Never had to ask. I'd set the world on fire just to get it back. I don't know how it feels to be someone you love, and it gets me down.
I think it starts to become a little bit less comic-y and a bit more like a real person by now, which is a good thing.
Don't know how it feels to be someone you love, and it gets me down. I let it slip somehow.
Yeah, I believe that she was very proud of you. I can't see it any other way. You've talked a couple of times about her, so she was clearly very important to you, and the way you talk. about her, I am sure that she knew how important she was to you, and that you were also extremely important to her.
I wanna get lost in your paradise. You make me believe it's real. It's high up above from the ground, but closer to heaven.
So make this all a little bit lighter to make it come forward optically. That looks like it's three-dimensional.
Up in the clouds, I can see the whole world now. Breathtaking world, can't believe my eyes. Up in the sky, I can see the whole world tonight. 'Cause you make me feel like I wanna
I can imagine that that was a hard time.
dice. You make me believe it's real. It's high up above from the ground, but closer to heaven. But closer to heaven.
The eyes might be too big. That might make them a little bit comicky. But he has quite big eyes. Still not sure. Probably won't change until much later.
Like I wanna get lost in your paradise. You make me believe it's real.
But let's try to give him a face. You're 40. And she's 30. I mean, it doesn't sound like she suffered, so.
You're the opposite of me.
I think in such situations it's harder on the
And drama
family members.
it's full of pain. But we're the good part, the happy ending. Unexpected plot twist, where you always save me. We're the good part, we never fake it. Even if it hurts, we always say it. Like it just like that. Kinda like it like that. Kinda like it like that.
So,
Like it just like that. Kinda like it like that. Kinda like it like
it's kind of ahead.
Somehow we make sense. We're the only one who knows it. Our feelings never tense. We don't need no water under the bridge. We're the good part, the happy ending. Unexpected plot twist, we always say we're the good
I think that's the way how you have to look at it, right? And that helps a lot to look at it a little bit more light-hearted. Hello Alexa, welcome to the stream. How are you today? So, we're drawing Jim Parsons. I don't know if you've seen The Big Bang Theory. So I did not really know what to draw. Stressed because of exams. How is it going? Did you already had some? Do you feel prepared? The hair will be quite boring, I fear. It's very short. Or pretty short. It is short. And not very detailed. We will invent a little bit of hair detail probably. I think it starts to look like a face. Good night, Anna. Have a great night, and we will talk soon. See you soon. So how is it going with your exams? Are you prepared? So this is more of a preliminary shading actually. I'm just trying to get a first feeling of roundness into the face so that it does not look like a sticker or something, but like a three-dimensional face. I think he's smiling too much in my picture. So a little bit of light also on the cheeks, not too much, because at least on this side it's not very light, just a little bit to get it more three-dimensional. And now we also should darken the eyebrows. So I'm not, still not too sure about where this is going. So it still adds kind of a comic-y look to it, which I normally don't have in my pictures. So if anybody has an idea why and how to change that, I am very much open to any suggestions.
I can hear my own heart breaking. Tell you, hear the sound of my heart breaking over you.
Guess I need to make this much darker to make more sense. This area here around the eye. And of course also the eyebrows have to be now darkened to the same level as on the other side. Or comparable. They are lighter. The light is much brighter on this side of the face. We can't make it too dark. I'm starting to like the color pencil more and more, and rely a lot less on the this pastel one that I've been almost using exclusively in the past, and just very seldomly I've used the color pencil, the white one, because it just doesn't have that extreme of an effect as the other one. Not too sure. Hello, Anna. Welcome back. I think Alexa left the second you left. I'm not 100% sure, but the number of viewers went down. Angie did not answer my question, so. To like the life. Every like is more than welcome. So. I think it gets better, but this eye is still kind of a sore spot. Which I don't know how to really fix without redrawing it completely, but I also am not sure what exactly I would do different if I would completely redraw it. So, don't think I would be tried.
We are only causing riots. Words move from mouth to mouth. Justice is also troubling, all the way from north to south. It's been a long time coming.
Good night, Anna. So
Take it to the streets. Control delete. Take it to the streets. Control delete.
and this side of the face. Let's see how this turns out. We have more light on this side, so it has to be in general lighter. But that doesn't mean that there isn't shadow on it too. So if we move first, going with the darkness, and then add the light spots, like about almost always.
I've drowned too deep, no strength to fight. My guy's so good, amigo is
Not really convinced. So we have already a lot done today. We are a little bit over an hour in, and I think we have managed to do a lot. Although I am not really very happy with it. I still think we have managed to do a lot. So now the big one is sleeping. You should be able... Oh, yeah, he's running now. So you can see him dreaming. Our girl seems to want to live dangerous. That she is laying her head. She's completely awake. So that she is laying her head so close to his paws now that he is dreaming. Yes. Very courageous of her. Well, you can with the colored pencil, with the white, I can control it much more. And on the new paper it gets quite white. It did not do that on the other gray paper that I used, probably because it wasn't as dark, the gray, so the white has a much bigger effect here. So that's why I most of the time went with the pastel one, because that was very extreme white. And the color pencil was not. This really dark, so we're going in with a like stone pencil. Because of the reflectiveness of a couple of those pencils I'm using that I showed you in the very beginning, I have to look a lot on the camera picture. So I see it at least from two perspectives, my actual one and the completely full frontal one. And I also want to know how you see it, so I know if it looks any good or if I have to change something that it looks better for you. I'm sorry. I think it's not bad. It's still kind of strange, but I don't think I will be able to erase that completely today. Probably have to sleep on it. never really enjoy drawing foreheads. I think foreheads are pretty difficult to draw sometimes because they are just very big areas in every face. There are some where there is a lot of hair over them, but in any other case they are quite annoying to draw. They are very big areas and quite difficult to shade to look correct. So we have to do our best. Doesn't mean I have to enjoy it. I don't enjoy forehead drawing. Foreheads are the new hair, I would say.
Took a bite, and now I'm filled up. I don't know where you are tonight. 'Cause you're right, I've been starving and now I don't know what to do tonight. But I've been feeling like pretty easy to like when your body is closer to mine. You got me feeling like there's no one other than you who can make me lose my mind. You start me up like no one has ever could. You fuel my fire. What are the odds we end up loving this?
So
Spending every minute together. I found it quite odd, quite lovely. You start me up like no one has ever could.
blending between pencil and white is also not very easy, but you just have to be a little careful. There's actually never a big... At some point when I started using the gray paper, I was using the gray also very much the pure gray without drawing on it as a color, which is a valid thing to do. But if you want to go into realism, you probably don't use it too much, just simply because it is also just one shade of color, and it is the shade of color between white and gray and the pencil. You know, it's not as big as when you jump into it you might expect it to be. So not half of the face is suddenly the gray of the paper, so areas where you don't draw at all. So I changed that approach to almost not leaving the regular gray of the paper at all, and it makes the pictures actually look more coherent. I think it's coming along quite nicely. And we might be done before the 2-hour mark. We'll see. Guriam, hello! Welcome to the stream. So nice to see you. How are you? I hope you are well.
Emotions keep coming. They're keeping me from thinking straight. Thought it would be different.
You're coming at a good time. I was struggling a little bit with our good old Sheldon here, but at this point in time he has actually developed pretty okay. Bazinga, exactly. Great to hear that. I am actually also very good. I cannot say it differently. Just feeling better and better, you know, with my dance and all, it really goes straight up right now, and that's a very good feeling.
I'll learn it all and I'll adapt. Even if I changed up everything except my name, we will still be Friday. Cause I am still the same. I wanted me to be somebody else, another me that doesn't need your help. But if I'm honest, I don't think we got it. I tried to change the things you never liked. Try to make this better, make this right, but we're the same. Even though I changed, really made an effort,
What an year.
promise I would change, but
Not
something stayed
the
the same.
greatest year of
Wanted to
all
do better,
time,
wanted to be great, but something stayed the
but
same.
we have a year. Yeah.
Something stayed the same. Something stayed the same. I can change the way I am.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you have seen my Big Bang Theory video. I am considering. I did not really know who to draw today, as so often it was a last minute decision, as it is very often. But I'm considering to make another episode of, so to really make it a series. I was thinking about that from the very beginning, but as I did not really know who to draw today, I just decided why not go for it. And I have a picture that I can turn into an episode or not. If I don't want to, I don't have to. But it seems to, people don't seem to hate on it too much, so considering to do a second episode. Hello and welcome back, Liana. You guys have missed the sleeping and dreaming dog. The little one actually left because I think he hit her. She wasn't very smart in moving her head closer and closer to his paws while he was already dreaming, so cannot really blame him. You know? We're already pretty far. Along with this one. Probably I normally get the best results if I start with the light. Not sure why actually. But no reason in changing. Never change a running system. He was sleeping. He could not really. He wasn't in control. You know. If you don't believe me, you can rewatch the live once we're done. Thank you very much. I was also struggling with Penny. You know, the I'm grabbing those pictures right out of the episodes I am planning to talk about. So it's not just any recording, just not any pictures, high quality pictures that they use for advertisement or something. So I'm making it a little bit hard on myself with that, because it's bad quality, not a lot of detail, and I was also struggling with Penny. But it turned out okay in the end. And I thought I will do the same with Sheldon. I was actually close to just using any photo and just not saying it was from that episode, but honestly, he does not change visibly at all from episode 1 till episode, I have no idea how many episodes there are. A lot. He doesn't really change that much, so not sure anybody would notice if I would take a completely new picture from season 12. Yes, exactly what I was just saying, Leon. He so looks the same. So you're already in the hair, isn't that crazy? Kinda crazy. Still a bit difficult with the hair because of the missing detail. But I take it as a welcome challenge, as my hair has become definitely better in the last few weeks. So this is just a new difficulty. Short hair isn't very easy. Long hair is actually, or I perceive it as much easier.
So this is 27. It doesn't matter what I've been through. I should grow up too, but I still act like I'm 11. I'm not emotionally sound since I left you. And no, I don't like to be the bad guy. I won't be surprised if I'm the last one now. But I had you where I wanted you, never had to ask. I'd set the world on fire just to get it back. Don't know how it feels to be someone you love, and it gets me down, down, down. Yeah, I had you where I wanted you, never had to ask. I'd set the world on fire just to get it back. Don't know how it feels to be someone you love, and it gets me down. I let it slip somehow. I let it slip somehow. So this is 27. Start the music, kill the silence. Let my mind rest. Pour a drink 'cause it's effective. Can't seem to get my head around why I left you.
So
And no, I don't like to be the bad
it's not
guy.
completely the same as in the original, but part of that is because I have to
But I had you where I wanted you. Never
indent a lot of detail here and there.
just to get it back. I don't know how it feels to be someone you
So
love.
I go with what I think works for me.
Yeah, I had you where I wanted you. Had you by my side. Was all I ever needed, but couldn't realize. I don't know how it feels to be someone you love, and it gets me down. I let it slip somehow. Oh, I let it slip somehow. Just start the music, kill the silence. Pour a drink and let my mind rest.
Yeah, but I think it is a good first
Never had to
try.
set the world on fire just to get it back. Don't know
Good
how it
first
feels to
draft
be
of
someone
the
you
hair.
love, and it gets me down, down, down. Yeah, I had you where I wanted you. Never had
Looking at his face for so long makes me remember why I dislike him so much. He has good moments. He has nice moments, of course. They write those moments. That he has those moments. But yes, there are also very often just terrible things he does. But he's definitely. His mother had him tested, yes, but he is
Every moment tonight,
definitely
single time you
something that
say to. Why don't you come
should have a little bit more attention already when he was a child.
like you used to be? I don't wanna go and waste another day. Mess it up again, stand my way. I'll be the one to have the highest price to pay. If I make it home tonight, may I hold you?
And you can say about how the characters and also Sheldon's character is written. You can say what you want. You don't have to like him. But Jim Parsons plays that character really well.
Can you hear me, babe? I'm lonely. I know you want
These moments are very rare.
just pick
That's why they are so special. So, neck.
Why don't you come sit next to me? Let things happen naturally,
It's crazy how much
like it used to be.
tension he always has in his body for this role. Look at the neck. Can you see it? I think you can see it. All the how do you call them? Veins. All of that is just standing out so much. Not just because he is very slim. But also because he is extremely tense all the time as Sheldon.
May I hold you one last time? Let me hold you one last time.
Tendons, yeah, also tendons. I meant actually more the veins and stuff, but you're right. Most of it is probably the tendons. So, I've seen a few interviews with him, but it seems like Jim Parsons is this. He is from. He really is not. From the interviews that I have seen, he is much more lovable. and I think he's a genuinely nice person. So I think it's quite different, but the talking doctors and stuff like that, it's not so far off, and I think that's what you mean. In that regard, he is the least changing himself for the role, how he speaks and stuff like that. It's not so far off. It's just a more relaxed version of Sheldon, I would say. But if you look at the others, that's sometimes crazy. For example, Howard, who speaks very low in the series, he speaks much higher when he is in an interview or something. And Leonard is completely different. Oh, he's sleeping and dreaming again. I don't fully agree. But I would perhaps analyze that a little bit, because I was also thinking about going into a little bit of, because I noticed that most of the actors are really changing, like how they talk, like Howard, for example. I think or Bernadette is an extreme example also. She has this extremely high voice, which is supposed to be a lot of the comedy of her character, and she just has a really normal and melodic voice normally. She's really reaching high up there with her voice to go for that squeaky and quite annoying tone of voice. So most of them are doing a lot of different stuff and changing a lot of how they normally talk. I have never experienced it like as much as theirs, so I was thinking about doing something talking about that. Yeah, but in my experience, he is also the closest to himself. Let me say it like that. I would have to really look a little bit more. There's, for example, very cute, I don't know if you've seen those, where, if not, it's really cute. You should look at, how is he calling them? Stephen Colbert has a segment in his show where he is showing dogs. They are lying about the dogs, just fun lies. They are all puppies. They will get adopted anyway, but they are on the show, and they are just telling, I don't know, like they are the legitimate heir of the Swedish throne or something like that. They are just completely outrageous lies. And there was an episode with Jim Parsons where they each other, the one then the other, introduces those puppies, and that was pretty cute with him. And Tom Holland also made that, and a couple of other people, and they get to play with little puppies, and I'm always a little bit jealous. But I have good puppies to play with, so I should not complain. Okay, we are very far in, and there's not too much left to do. No, it was just it's just funny because it's a superhero. You know, they are all superheroes, the puppies. It's just cute. It's a superhero special edition of that segment. Make it a little bit three-dimensional. Just shadow there. I think we can make this a little bit darker here.
You got that something, baby, that I can go without, just like a poison.
Exactly, superhero puppies.
All that I'm about.
Well, it's actually not that much about Tom Holland.
Out of my control, I want that something.
It's more about superhero puppies.
'Cause I can go without. Mama used to tell me love ain't right if it ain't easy, but I'm in too deep to walk away from you. Papa used to tell me love should never drive you crazy, but I lose my mind if you don't get his suit. I'm addicted to your love, to your love, your love. I'm never gonna get enough. I'm a sucker for your love, for your love, your love. I'm never gonna get enough. You can end it, say it's over, but I'm never going sober. I'm addicted to your love, to your love, your love. I'm never
So something was where they did the quiz and her answered right, but oh yeah, that I saw that too. They did that also with Katie Kuoko, I think, with Penny from Big Bang Theory. So there are a lot of people they made that with, and that is probably something I am even much more envious of with that puppy introduction. Although with that puppy introduction you're also doing something to get the puppies adopted, so that's also a good thing to do in general.
away from you. Papa used to tell me love should never drive you crazy, but I lose my mind if you don't get his suit.
So
I'm addicted to your love, to your love, your love. I'm never gonna get enough. I'm a sucker for your
and then the rest is pretty white, so we will just give it a little bit of a white indication. Yes, exactly. One episode was with Penny. Katie Kuoko. I think that's golden retriever puppies they were using there.
Papa used to tell me love should never drive you crazy, but I lose my mind if you don't get his suit. I'm addicted to your love, to your love, your love. I'm never gonna get enough.
So
Sucker for your love, for your love, your love.
I like to stylize this always a little bit more than I really like to draw in a detail. But we have a little bit of time, just a little bit of almost detail. Your Weisz has a name. I'm not sure you know the name though. You don't have to, so. So I think I actually want to indicate a little bit of the shadow of the shirt here, you know, just also stylized, just really very slight. There you have it. Okay, so I think that is almost everything we can do today. Yeah, Kelly Kuoko is also not the easiest name if you ask me. It is not a very usual name. Not the last name, not the first name, so. Not sure if I'm helping the picture or if I'm making it worse right now, so I should probably stop. It says continuing.
It's electric when you kiss me. Never felt this way before. We're magnetic, wanna stay here, closer than close. Up in the clouds, I can see the whole world now. Breathtaking wild, can't believe my eyes. Up in the
Yeah,
sky,
but
I can see the whole world tonight.
I think that is everything we can do today. I will need, as always, a little bit of a break to have a second look at it and see what to do with it to push it as far as I can. So I'm still very much on the fence about it. It's not the worst I've ever done.
Can't deny it, I'm under your spell. Just like magic, won't forget
It's not the best I've ever done.
up in the clouds, I can see the whole
We took a long time to
taking wild, can't believe my
get
up in the sky, I can
our lay down conditions as we want. So we are almost off camera.
wanna get
So the dogs are also not willing to participate anymore. Thank you very much. You recognize also the Sheldon, that's good. Just maybe a little bit less. Yeah, he is. I think I made him grin a little bit, very slightly, but still it's there is a slight grin in there. But I think it's not, I'm not too worried about the expression. It's not exactly the right expression, but that's normally, I don't hate that if I don't capture exactly the facial expression, as long as it looks correct and you see it by itself and it works and looks like them. I'm pretty okay with that. However, there might be other stuff that I will have to still consider and look at. Still seeing a lot I want to do. So I don't think that will become less when I sleep on it. So we will see. Nose is also, it's a bit crooked thing. So we will see. Less of the pinch. Yeah. I know what you mean. That's not wrong. But you know, I might increase the shadow situation here, and that would actually probably give it that pinched lips. I think. Yeah, I'm not unhappy with it. I'm not unhappy with the picture. I think in light of the quality not being the best of the reference image, I think it's not a bad turnout at all. But I guess that's it. I think the very first stream where we stop before the 2 hours, that I don't... The first stream where I stop drawing because I think the picture is more or less done. And this is also not correct. Stuff like that I will probably see after a good night's sleep and a little bit of distance. And that, for example, was really not good. So I should stop now. I just will repair what I've broken and then we will stop. Okay, so yeah, the first time, as I was saying, the first time that we stop, because I don't see that much that I can do now anymore. As always, I will take a step back look at it with fresh eyes. Yeah, there's, for example, reflection in the ear. I would look at the ear a little bit more darkness and light. But I think it started out quite like a comic book version. It doesn't look like that anymore. The eyes are still not 100% correct. The right eye looks a little bit strange. I will have to work on that a little bit. But other than that, that's it. I'm stopping right now. And I'm also stopping the stream. So thank you all, Guru and Liana, also to staying until the end. I appreciate every single viewer. The dogs also say bye, although you can't even see his face. And she's gone. But thank you so much for dropping by, everyone. I really appreciate it. I wish you a great end of day, start of day, however late it is where you are. Have a good night, and I hope to see you soon in one of my videos down in the comment section or in the next live stream. The next one should be on Friday. We will see. I still don't know what I will be drawing there, but we'll find out. Thank you very much, and good night and goodbye.